Namaskar, this is Magdi Pawar and I welcome you all to an entirely new and a small series of Dr. Neena Sawant, who is a professor at the Psychiatry Department of KEM Hospital, which is in Mumbai, the chairperson at the Institutional Ethics Committee of MDACS, and the vice president at the Research Society. Dr. Neena Sawant has authored a lot of books regarding this field. Since the entire world is going through a very difficult situation, wherein nobody is spared, not even the rich, not even the poor. People are going through a psychological trauma, wherein they are dealing with the current situation as well as planning the future. Dr. Neena Sawant is going to guide our senior citizens, our domestic servants, our couples, our children on how to cope up with the stress. So I thank you, Dr. Neena Sawant, for accepting our invitation and for conveying your thoughts to our audience.
Hello, this is Dr. Neena Sawant. I am a psychiatrist at KEM Hospital, Mumbai, and today I am going to talk to you about caring for our elderly family in COVID times. It is now almost 2 months into the lockdown, and most of us are resigned to being at home. Now, along with us, our parents and grandparents are itching to just go down for a little stroll, a walk in the compound, and probably just feel free because it is like a captivating existence. And this is because so many societies have imposed such strict restrictions that people even do not visit the lobbies of their societies. So being at home is emotionally traumatic if you can't leave the house. And for the elderly, it is extremely essential that they do not move out, because you're continuously hearing on social media and the government is telling to restrict their movements because the coronavirus has serious implications in people who are 60 plus. And that is because they already have medical illnesses like diabetes and hypertension, which makes them very vulnerable. So how do you think this is affecting them? Now, most of them were already leading relaxed lives. They were retired, dabbling in some small things, and were quite happy being at home. So the lockdown actually may not have such serious implications on those who were relaxed, as compared to those who are very active, moving about, and are now finding it difficult to sustain themselves at home. So then what do? They have to stay at home. So you have to keep them busy, and outdoor people are definitely not happy doing indoor work. Now, most of the elderly, used to go out to the banks to just deposit checks, even if you can do it online. It is just meeting people, interacting, going to the market, just buying small knickknacks. But it was like just to be out, and that was a very happy kind of a life for them. So they are definitely not going to be pleased if you're going to tell them, please shell peas, please clean the methi or the palak. That's not going to be their cup of tea. So then what do? Can we give them some alternate work? Because apart from household chores, we have no other activity for them. So if you have a garden, watering the plants, maybe dusting the furniture may not be so taxing, and they can do it. But there are many 70 plus who are quite adamant, who want to do the washing, cleaning, brooming, and they say they are sturdy and they will do it, and they behave like stubborn children. My own 75 plus parents do all the household chores despite telling them no. But then I've realized that they're quite happy doing it. Gives them a sense of independence, makes them feel that they can do it. Of course, a little physical exertion is like some form of exercise. And probably that gives them a good night's sleep, which is again very essential. So all in all, we have to be careful that they don't injure themselves as they are doing these activities, especially if they are washing or watering plants, etc. We have to see that there is no spillage of water, they don't trip and fall. Because now taking them to the hospitals would be like exposing them to a greater risk, as most hospitals now in Mumbai have become COVID hospitals. So what else can we do? Well, of course, communication channels have now opened up in most homes, and people are talking, chatting, but of course they're the same kind of people, your same family. You don't get to interact with many unless you're continuously on the phone. And most of the time, all the talk is related to the gory details of the COVID. Knowing about increasing numbers, death tolls, the impact on the economy, all this is quite depressing, not only for them but also for us. So we have to see that as we are talking about corona, we also talk about people who are recovering, going back home, are safe. And yes, if you follow the precautions, we don't have to worry. That is more important, and we have to see that this is followed, especially if you're going out, buying things, getting them home. Then many of the old people or the elderly generation do feel that, you have to wash all the products that you're getting, and they would be infected, contaminated. Well, all these rumors are going on WhatsApp. So we have to realize that it is not transmitted through these inanimate products. And yes, you can keep them safely in your refrigerator without washing the packets in hot water, cold water, wiping them, etc. What are the other things you can do at home? Yes, there could be a bonding between the grandchildren and the grandparents. Over the years, what has happened is because the kids have been busy with their schooling and class schedules, and there was no time to talk to the grandparents because they are otherwise on the mobile. We can make up for that lost time now and probably get to know the Nana, Nani and the Ajji Azobas by going through their life histories. And to help us know all their life stories, you have to rake up all those photo albums that you have shoved in some corner of your cupboard. Remove them and unravel all those memories. It is great and fun time when you sit together and go over all those incidents which have happened. And you may see that you have some special place for some special photos. If you're having digital pictures, videos, yes, we can all sit in front of the screen and enjoy an hour or two of going over those pics. My kids had a very gala time, going through a video in which I toppled from a boat into the water. And they rewound it at least 4 to 5 times and had a hearty laugh every time that scene came. It was good to see them happy. So that is what we have to keep in mind. You can also have realistic discussions at home. It could be about your own financial conditions, what to do, how to handle it. You have your parents with you, yes, to guide you, because they have gone through a lot of struggle in their lives. And all those things are useful when you discuss and try to solve problems which are facing. So yes, we can do that. Now also remember that most of the elderly people are missing out on their walks, their talks with their buddies. So if a tech-savvy grandchild sets up a Zoom meeting or does video conferencing and helps them to chat with their friends, I think there would be nothing like it. If there was some way we had a kind of, online laughter club where they could probably laugh, be happy, because smile is the best immunity and we so desperately need it, I think we should do it. Apart from that, yes, regular exercise at home, walking in the house, maybe just do their neck exercises, back, legs, yoga, pranayam, whatever they are comfortable with. Music, I think they love to listen to the old songs. We all do. So just a half an hour of, music time is welcome. So yes, be safe, be happy, and life will be secure. Thank you.